And then Wes, he pulls up in a Rari, bro. It's like, this is like Gucci, King Kotini there. Yo, he pulls up in the Rari. What's crazy, he doesn't even find the parking. He parks it in the middle of the road.
Broke the street.
And then he leaves the engine on, bro. We are super confident because of like how cool and whatever we are in Pretoria and our style.
You guys gonna kill it here.
Boys, and we get out in neighborhood.
We're gonna get there, man.
Boys, and I'm sure we're just quiet. Though.
Yo.
Boys, and I think we went back to the car like an hour later. And we just sat in the car. I think we went to a bottle store, got a Namakwa. Namakwa blonde, one of our friends at the car. Yeah. We just end up blooming by the car, Namakwa.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. As artists, you end up getting, taken by the idea of yourself, and that's why when things don't go right, things hit you so hard because you're still attached to that ego. True. So for me to have Gaia, I had to have an ego death.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy
Calvin
X, and this is SA Streetwear News Season 2. And yeah, man, we're excited. I'm with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Hype is here.
I'm telling you.
You know, Relay's here. Stacks is here.
Where's the star?
Yo, Hype, what up? It's Season 2.
It's 2025, dog.
Come on.
Hype is 2025.
Are we supposed to do this? Are we supposed to do this one more time?
No, one more time.
One more
Doctor,
time.
come on. Give us sound. Give us sound,
please, dog. Please.
What's wrong?
Feedback.
That was the tweet that was happening.
But why are you doing it like that?
Hype, dog. Ish.
But what are you saying?
Hype, dog.
Yo, it's a struggle, right?
Yo, dog, we like interrogating Hype in this
Season
season 2,
25.
episode 1.
Come on.
Yo, let's do that one more time. Let's do that one more time. Don't ask Hype. You put pressure on Hype on season 2, episode 1.
We need sound. How can we have first episode of season 1 and be quiet?
He says the sound is there, but there's nothing you can do for us.
So we're not going to hear it.
Because now I can hear the feedback. I can hear the feedback in the mic now too. Yeah,
in the mic, you can hear the feedback.
Yo, it's not a great way to start this season, eh? Alright, let's do this one more time.
I tried that thing, man.
What's you trying? What is
Oh,
it?
that's coming with the right energy.
Maybe put it somewhere else, like not so close.
It's feeding into, I'm hearing in real time with theirs as well.
Easy.
So the sounds are there, but we can't hear them in
Is it because it's too close? We're asking technical things here.
Because you know to be technical.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Technical.
Nah, hold on.
We back.
Let's run it up. Let's run it up.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kevin X, and this is SA Streetwear New Season 2, and I'm with my gang. I'm with my homies, man. We back here. Everybody's here. As you can see, the energies are high, brother.
Don't kill.
Hey, motherfucker!
You understand? We back. Season 2, baby.
Yes,
+27 Hari Kale.
Come on.
Timer.
By the time you see this, you've probably seen the ads.
Who's this motherfucker on my couch?
Sure. I'm telling you.
Talk to your boy. Talk to your
Who's
boy.
this motherfucker? Alright, boys, we're back, season 2.
Where's Hakim been, man?
Where
has he been? The new Hakim, is it a clone?
Yo, Stacks is on
Do we
fire.
have a clone of Stacks?
Calling me a clone. Hey.
Guys, we have a guest. But like for you guys who don't know what's going on, is, we had +2. Shout out to +27 SA Streetwear News. We speak, streetwear. We speak Sata. We speak clothing, people, culture. Premium wear
for the people.
We let people know what's going on. We
on
give flowers.
I'm telling you.
We do it all, dog. So please, bro, pay attention. Go subscribe. Go like. Follow the pages. Do the right thing. But I'm excited to be back.
Gang, man, it's good to be back, dog.
Yeah, we got a guest, bro.
We do.
We
got a special guest. To open it up.
Come on. We need. How many likes do we need,
Come on, dog.
The illustrious.
You understand?
Come on.
Just for this video.
The distinguished. Minister.
You guys are crazy.
Come on.
Ever so eloquent.
I'm telling you.
Senior.
Yo.
Doctor.
Brother.
COP.
COP. Judge.
Brother. Incredible human being.
Yes, sir.
This is our first guest, okay?
Yeah, don't play, dog. Don't play.
Seniority.
See how it's starting already.
Yeah, no.
Subscribe, kids.
Please.
But okay, before we get started, it's season 2, and people are taking this thing seriously now. We're doing a drip check.
Tell it.
Drip check is back.
The check
Flex
is
him.
real now.
We used to do it from that side. I'll start.
Flex.
From that side, I'll start.
Yo.
Hey, my bro, just
my
started
hand.
at the same time out of
my
bar.
hand.
In your hand alone.
My accessories are also coiling.
I'm telling you.
Understand? The shelf life, Birkenstock,
Hey.
cup and saucer.
On the highest.
Had to be.
I
had
got
to
the
be
tea.
there.
One of those got the tea. I got the tea. And then my tee, off-white Nike.
Flex him.
Then the shorts, off-white Nike.
Flex him.
Four of us.
Fight
Off-white Nike.
Yeah. Valela lomchita.
No, don't
Come
kill
the Zazas,
me.
boys.
Man.
Come the T-Pain.
It's the only level. It is
Green,
a
everything
today.
is green.
Chopped and
Because we
screwed.
want money. Minister, Danko.
I'm Braam.
What's on the cap? BBC level. Pharrell in the house.
My rich uncle.
Come on.
Goodness.
Come on.
What's on the ears, man? What's that on the
know.
ears, man?
We've got the hoops because we got buckets.
Bucket.
Swoosh buckets.
Oh man, don't
Thank
kill
you.
me.
Thank you.
Brother.
We appreciate you.
Yo, we
Thanks.
need an applause
We
or
appreciate
something.
it.
We need a speech, something after that.
We really appreciate it.
No.
Dero.
Listen, the
Thank
Bra does not play season 2. You see, he came.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
That's a tough act to follow. What you saying, Nokana?
Yo, what you saying?
Yo,
What
guys.
you saying?
You know what's crazy? I actually took out these clothes specially for you.
That's what I need to
Season
hear.
2,
That's what I
baby.
need to hear.
Come with the back to
You
check.
need to buy clothes to sit on the couch. You need to buy clothes to sit on the couch.
Nah, legit, bro. Like, what do I have?
What do you have?
She's bad.
No people.
Too heavy.
bad.
I'll
So
put it
it's,
in slow.
We're gonna put it on.
Put it on.
Put it
It's
in
fine.
slow.
It's Mason Mihara. I hope I'm announcing it right. Some London brand called Clint. Not Clint's.
It's Cortez, Nick.
Yeah, Clint's. No, this is Clint's.
Oh, this
this
is Clint's.
Clint's. Yeah, but they're from London also.
Okay, crazy.
And then this is Cortez.
Fresh.
It's just the gold level.
Asbonge.
It's just the gold level.
What time is
What
it?
is this? I don't know. I just got the frames.
Man.
This is the Gaia, my brand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know you thought about it.
Yeah.
You thought about it. It's too hard.
We need more subs. It's going crazy.
You thought about it.
Season 2 people are taking it very serious.
Yo, maybe it's just that.
Serious thing.
But at the bottom.
Start at the bottom,
I'm
sir.
not gonna show you, but we'll peep it. Said, the Bostons. Shout out to the Birkenstock family. 250 gang. You had to be there with the
I'm
brink.
telling you.
You telling me I had to be there?
You had to be
This
there.
nigga
with the
telling
brink.
me I had to be
You
there.
had to be there, Kapring.
You guys were not there. That's why you don't have cups.
You know what I'm saying? And then my keep, shout out to the family. One of my
course.
favorite. I don't wear this a lot. I
Oh, this is
need
my
to wear
keep.
This is my keep.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
went
You
crazy
need
with
know
it.
it.
Yeah, shout out to the
Since
family.
when does my keep make stuff like
Make
this?
crazy, dog. I'm telling you.
Listen. People, I don't know if they did come out. Yeah, I think I saw them.
Oh, you wanted to say it's one of one.
Yeah,
But it is giving one of
It is
one.
giving one
I've
of-
never
I've never
seen
But
it.
it's
actually
not.
seen it
It's
on
not.
anyone
It's
else.
actually out there. You guys go peep the sides, all that stuff. You'll see. And then the skipper, refuse.
Ain't
Something very unique.
Nepotism.
Something that never came out.
Keep it in the family.
Gotta
Something
keep
that
it in
never
the
came
family.
out. But shout out to the refuse gang, the Zazas, the Mkwebo. You know how it is, man.
Ain't.
You know.
Kelly Kia, guys, you know me, I don't like food.
I know. Do this fit check.
Must do this
Do
one.
this fit check. We the boys.
Come on.
Coming with the Enzo Ferrari
We the
triple cup.
boys.
Enzo Ferrari triple cup. Enzo Ferrari tracker.
Sure.
Coming with the Ross motor.
Just us.
Hey, I'll peep it.
know
Don't
how
worry,
I'm
they'll
coming
peep
with this
it.
one.
You don't understand, man.
don't know I'm coming.
The bulletproof Rosmoda.
I had to leave the sleeves at home. 'Cause I was doing too much. I was too powerful with those sleeves. Coming with the Cortez keeper.
Donna.
Coming with the mains underwear.
So you guys said Cortez.
Coming with the
Yeah?
shorts. I got them from somewhere. All Star.
with
Yeah.
The
the
OG.
boys.
The OG.
Kasila.
That's giving with the boys.
Fucking
We the
boys.
boys.
Giving with the
The
boys.
boys for
We
real.
the
And
boys.
he's coming with the dreads.
The whole we the boys. I'm
What you
telling you.
say? What you say?
Take
Nah,
it again.
I won't lie, bro. Yo.
Gotta
guys,
take a risk.
As you can see, it's crazy up in here. It's crazy up in here. Make sure you guys also on the socials, you show us what the fits are looking like, bro. If you guys are out there watching this shit with your friends or you're just hanging out, let's see the fits. Hit us out on the socials, tag us. Do the right thing.
Tag us. Hashtag fit check.
Come on.
Yeah.
SA Streetwear News, my nigga.
Yeah, even when you see us pull up in the street, you know what's going on.
Don't pull up too quickly. Though.
Ah,
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't
Catch a hot one. Just
don't
pull up
kill
nicely.
me.
Just
Don't you
from
dare.
far,
do
just
that.
be like, show your faded. Yeah.
Don't you dare
Don't run
do
too
that,
quickly.
bruh. Yo, you get hurt. You get hurt. Trust me. Trust me.
Slipping forward.
So, dog, we've got a guest today.
Serious guest.
We've got a very serious guest.
A serious member.
Serious guest, a good friend of
Hey,
mine.
these guys are MP me. Serious member.
A serious
Serious.
Yo.
Member.
My man.
An original staff member of Spova Gang.
I'm
Donna.
telling you.
Can you imagine?
You know those bros you see on the Muchini with their names on top? Like number 1, number 2, number 3.
I
Yeah.
feel you.
Those kind of bros.
This is one of the guys
Clock.
that went to space first.
Brother.
First man
You
on the
understand?
moon.
Brother.
He's the first man on the moon type of guy, dog.
Type of guy.
You understand?
Neil
You had to
Armstrong
be
type
there.
of guy.
This
had
guy
to be
was
there.
with Buzz Aldrin going there,
Zig.
dog. Buzz Lightyear himself.
I was about to say, who's Buster? What did you say?
Buzz Aldrin is the guy that went to the moon with the other guy.
Tell him.
I
Tell him.
Allegedly.
always
Allegedly.
forget- I always
Neil
forget-
Armstrong was
Neil
his name.
Armstrong.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
forget his name because Buzz Aldrin is the character that they based Buzz Lightyear on.
Tell him.
So
Oh,
they don't
for
have
real?
a character for Neil.
Because
No,
Neil
that
is
don't
the
do it.
one that came out and said they never went to the moon. That's why they don't fuck with him.
Did you really do that?
He really came out and said that thing
Nah,
didn't
you
happen.
lied.
It was obviously Kel.
Boys, this is not a conspiracy podcast.
Yeah, it's giving conspiracy. eh?
I thought I said
Why would you do
ah,
that?
Welcome to the show. We do 2000 Nokana Mojapelo, my nigga. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Damn, man.
Welcome to the show, dog. Thank
It's
you
an
for
honor.
coming.
Thank you for having me, bro.
an honor.
And this couch is very cozy, so yo,
Donna,
it
it's
feels
an
like a welcome. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad you're feeling that.
We want you to be comfortable. This is home for you too.
For
man.
sure,
We're trying
for
to
sure.
create a
In a home.
community and, you know, like a network of like-minded individuals.
Yeah,
Talk about them past. Let's talk about pushing the culture forward however we can.
for sure.
And you're like the perfect guy to talk to, I feel like.
I hope
to
so.
open the year with.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I hope
there's
so.
A lot of things.
Season 2, episode 1. There's no one better, dog. There's no one better. You've been pushing this shit a long time.
very long time.
Way too long.
What do you mean?
What do you mean way too long?
Cause
you think you've passed your threshold?
No,
When you
not
say way
even-
too long.
nah. I don't think
you
I passed
still
my
come?
threshold. Cause I look at it. We'll actually get into that. We'll
Nah,
get
let
into
me
it.
into
Yeah,
it.
we're into it.
We into it.
So like I used to look at like threshold and like your peak in
Yeah.
a different way. You know, when I was younger, I used to look at like your peak as like you're super popular, super followed, super like
Yeah.
Popping.
you know. And then the older I get, I realize that it's like we only think like that when it has to do with like black culture, bro.
Shit.
You know, and that's why like we have so many like fallen heroes. Like we made them fall before time, just because they're not in people's faces anymore. So for me, it's like that kid who might have been like more popular, like you know, in everyone's face. That kid didn't even have half the things that I have now, or have half the knowledge of the things that I have now. So can you even say someone fell off or reached their threshold, whatever?
Yeah.
It's
you
like
don't really have the right, actually.
I feel
Yeah, 'cause it's like-
subjective.
I mean, if you have real results and your life has not fallen off or like hit a threshold, like, then why are we putting that on each other? But it only happens in POCs, like, you know? And with other cultures, like, the older you are and you're still successful, they praise you.
celebrate
They
that
celebrate you and praise you. But us, I don't see you at this joint no
Wait.
more. I don't see you at that joint no more.
That's so crazy you said that because I saw a tweet today
Yeah,
and then like I have no context of the
For sure.
of the discussion.
For sure,
But
yeah.
what I saw was that like these people were saying what happened to this band? And then somebody commented, people found out that they're 30. So then joke. So in the comment section, others are like, yeah, these ones are cosplaying as teens. Then others are like, dog, what's wrong with you? Like,
yeah, like
first of all, what does cosplaying as a teen
For
mean,
sure.
dog? Like, at what age? Obviously, there's things that are age appropriate.
for sure, for
You
sure.
understand?
Yeah.
Like, we have to be appropriate as an adult. Like, you can't do inappropriate things.
Yeah.
But as far as like, if you're younger and you're into things that maybe older people are into,
For
or
sure.
vice versa, there's really no like issue, especially when it comes to art, because it's like it's a subjective thing. It's about expression, and I hate that like young people have that view
Yep.
of like their elders, and I guess like you're saying like within POC, where there's this thing of like at a certain age you must do this, and then if you haven't done
sure,
this
we
by
dream
this
for
age,
people,
you
yeah.
need to leave this thing
Yeah.
alone. I feel like it's unfair, dog.
It is.
And you know what's crazy? You were mentioning that band. You find that band is doing more shows, more established.
Yeah.
Like they're in a way better place than when you actually heard of them for the first
Yeah.
time. But they're just not in your face no
Yeah,
more. Like
yeah.
I know some house DJs, some electro DJs in South Africa that are super huge overseas.
Yeah.
But when they come here, it's like nobody knows them. But that guy has a beautiful home,
Yep.
beautiful car, he has a family, like he's booked
Yep.
in like so many countries, bro. And like, bro,
He's
it's like
living his
in a
dream.
year he does like
He's living his dream.
he's living his dream, but
And
it's
why must
like
he only live his dream when he's 19?
you feel me?
Yeah.
But just
why
because,
must his dream look like your dream for him?
exactly,
Yeah.
bro, that's
Why
another
would you
thing
put
that I
that on
hate, bro.
someone?
People like dreaming for people. It's
Yeah.
like, bro,
Stop it.
maybe
Please.
that's not what I wanted, or maybe
what I'm saying?
maybe I did that
And I grew it.
and I grew out of it, or maybe I did that and it's like it doesn't make me feel great.
Ish.
You know what I'm saying? Or it doesn't allow me to do things to my like potential. So therefore I found a different medium to express myself, and I'm appreciated in that medium.
Yep.
And appreciation can go from financially, you know, the people you work with, how far it takes you, you know. So it's like we need to get rid of that mindset, bro. Like for real.
Yeah, people trying to set up their own timelines on you. Like,
For sure, bro.
it's not the same thing.
And that
Your
thing is what
experience is
distracts everyone. It's like you end up not getting to where you need to get to
Yeah.
because you're looking at things as a timeline. And it's normal human behavior because we all feel that at some point, but you should get over it at some point too. Or be smart enough to notice it too. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
A lot of gems already.
Yeah, nah,
already. You can hear that.
We're touching on things, dog, that are important because you know sometimes, like usually like when we start on the show,
For sure.
we go like bottom up or like back to front. But I think this is such a crazy first conversation because it's like, for example, like based on what you're saying, I'm sure you've had an experience where people are like, "Oh, Nox man, why are you not doing?"
Bro, I bumped into what was that? Man. I think I don't know, a shop. Let's say I'm buying fabric, whatever. Some guy's like, yo, man, yo, Windows 2000, yo, DOCC, blah, blah, blah. He's
Yeah.
like, you know, and then he said in Venek, we pihlile, meaning like you're hiding yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he's like, so, hey. So I could see his approach is like almost like, yo, you fell off in a
Yeah,
way.
it's
It's
basically
like,
saying we don't see you. Where you at?
Whatever. Wait.
but in my head, I'm like, I'm
Brother.
actually working on way bigger stuff,
Way bigger stuff, dog.
making so much more money.
That Windows 2000 wasn't gonna tap into if he's.
Do you get what I'm saying? I can, bro, it's like, I was just like,
Oh,
But you can't
going
explain
back.
that to people.
No,
now.
no,
Eish, you
Yeah,
see
because
now.
if you have to start explaining
Yeah,
shit,
no,
then
no,
they're
waste
gonna be
time.
like, "This guy thinks he's better than us."
Exactly.
no.
bro, Windows 2000, whatever, that bro was just running around, bro. Like, he was just running around. He was just like, guys, excuse me, I caught a bit of flu, so if I hold my nose, don't mind it. So, yeah, it's a wrap. So that guy was just running around. That guy, all he cared about was doing things for the culture. And it's like, if you don't know how to monetize the culture, you're just gonna get eaten by the culture, bro.
Yo, big facts.
Talk about that. 'cause
So
the
at
other
we
some
need to talk about
point,
the other
that.
day we were talking about this.
at some point, it's like you gotta learn how to monetize because all you're gonna do is be frustrated. Like I remember being with Hakim, we were like frustrated for like 10 years straight.
In the culture.
Yo,
I'm sure we're frustrated right now. It's like-
In the culture.
but it's
doing
like,
shit for the culture.
you know what I'm
Culture.
saying? It's like there's nothing wrong. Culture is good. Like, you know, it sets the tone. Like for me, I look at artists, actually any form of artists, musicians, photographers,
Designers.
whatever. So artists have a responsibility of setting the tone of the current time.
Yeah.
And that's why when you hear a song, you can say, Esa, was in that time I was in Braam and it was moving. And then there was Puma Select, there it was the. So that's what an artist does. Like he captures the time. So culture is important, don't get me wrong. But then you get into doing things for culture for so long. That's why you have so many artists like super depressed and like super hating everybody and super anti everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point, you need to find the balance of existing in the culture and monetizing,
Yep.
you know? Or you're going to just be frustrated and hate everyone, you know? And be like, yo, this guy's whack.
Yeah.
But he's whack. He's whack.
All the bags.
Yes, but he's whack because you don't have you kind of want what he has, but you don't want what he has. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe his position, and you know you're better than him. Whatever. But what I've realized is that if someone is in the position that you want to be, they actually did something that you didn't, bro. Somewhere, somehow,
They did something right.
They did something. It's not even about right. It's just like they just put in an effort or positioning that you didn't. So it's like it's either you're gonna play a hate or like try figure out
where you fit into all this, man.
you know what I'm saying, or how you can, so you don't feel like that no more. And once you figure out your thing, you are able to exist in your zone without being affected by like anybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So what's your zone right now?
My zone. My zone. My zone. Give me more context of
So
like
you
my
say-
zone.
So
Yeah.
you're saying like I feel like you've transitioned from that thing, like that
For
culture
sure.
thing, and like you're doing your thing.
For sure.
So that zone of like where you exist within it, but you're able to like also, be lucrative at the same time, and everything doesn't have to be connected to culture. There's like some kind of creative commercial. There's a creative commercial.
So I
thing
am
that's
I am
happening.
still connected to culture, but I'm not like, I don't want to say thirsty, but I'm not driven by getting noticed that I contributed to something. So there's a lot of things on TV that I'm like a contributor of. There's shoes that people are wearing that I'm contributor of, or merch, whatever. And some of these relationships, I can't even say that I'm a part of them, but I am a part of them. So I guess the zone I'm in, I'm fine with existing in the way I'm existing now, because that younger version of me wanted to do the things he's doing now, but not have like the financial burden of not being able to do it.
Gotcha.
So now that guy is able to financially do whatever he's thinking. Because I feel like any artist in the beginning when they start, actually any artist in general, the main thing, people be like, no, I don't want the money. No, you should want the money, because the money allows you to do exactly what you're thinking. Like I was watching a documentary of Kanye, like I don't know if it's his official documentary or they just took a bunch of clips. It was during the Wyoming times, bro. I don't know, maybe you guys must check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And like that guy exists like an artist. Like, so what I mean is that he wakes up and maybe he's inspired by a table. Then he hits up his assistant, yo, please find who made that table. And then maybe that guy's in Japan. But then he has the money to go fly out right now to Japan. He meets that guy, that artist, that guy, that craftsman who did the table. That guy teaches him more knowledge on this and that. Or maybe he walks around his studio and he finds a painting and then he gets to know about it and he can even purchase it. And then all those experiences influence when he gets to his product. Like, that's why you should care about the money. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, because you can actually do whatever you want at whatever time. When that brew wants to do a sample of a shoe, and he does it now. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with being like an artist and like saying you want the money part. It's like being a purist, we know that, dog. It's just these people.
But we need the coin.
You need the coins just so you can do what you actually want.
Dog. More of these things, more knowledge, everything.
Yeah,
Power.
because also coins allows you to research beyond the book. You can go to the places.
And that's always the best to do that.
And it's like
Real life experience, no?
you can create real life experiences for yourself. So the zone I'm in right now, I'm lucky enough to be around people who I can provide that for myself, but also my work situations can provide that for me. And like I experience all of those things and I give myself experiences. So yeah, man, like the zone I'm in is just trying to make the foundation stronger, So if anything goes wrong, I land comfortably like this couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
I land comfortably, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to go through the cycles that I went through again when I was young, the anxiousness, opening up your phone, your peers are doing this. So I'm trying to just lay that foundation so I can exist in like just being constantly, Yeah.
But I'm sure it took you a long time because you guys like existed in like mad times and the things that you guys were doing.
For
were,
sure.
like,
In the
so
foundation
big.
stage,
Like I'm
really.
talking early influential individuals, not like these
For
people
sure.
are saying these guys are influencers. No,
I
like,
get you. Yeah.
literally from a blog, from
Yeah.
one city to coming to a blog and turning that into something that is lucrative, and now you experiencing the coins coming in. The younger you didn't know how to navigate all this.
I
So
didn't even care. Though.
you didn't even
As long as Nike gave us some shoes.
Yeah, dog, I was about to get to that.
As
You
long
guys-
as you get seeded and like,
That
you
was
know,
enough.
that
Yeah.
was like, yo, we move it.
These
you
guys
know.
are so, for people who don't understand what that felt like then, because I feel like now it's so different because influencers just get product left, right, and center, and it's just like
That's
there's
true,
no-
hey?
And they
there's
don't
no
even
core-
respect the product.
There's no,
Yeah.
like, there's no core, like,
Do you know that's true?
yeah. So
You
it's
know, I
like,
never thought about it like that.
dog, it drives me
People
crazy.
here get product like willy nilly.
Willy,
Dog, there used to be a criteria to get
Hey,
seed,
my
dog.
man.
bro. Let's talk
Hey,
about
my
how
man.
crazy
Hey.
that
Well,
was.
MK used to be like, dog, you don't qualify for that shit.
Bro, for real, they'll tell
Like
you,
that
my
shit
nigga.
Yeah.
is up here and you here.
For
So
sure.
you can get this stuff.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And even this stuff, it's
Oh
a
yes,
stretch.
even once you get in, you ain't even getting the
You're not
highest.
even getting the tier zero, dog.
You're not getting
You're not
the
even getting the tier
highest.
zero. Like you, ne? They're like, listen, first of all, you're lucky to be here.
For sure.
Yo, from the
Bruh,
gate,
from
dog.
the jump.
From the gate, it's like you need to understand that
For
this
sure.
shit is not just the willy nilly.
For sure.
And then they show you, dog. They're like, yo, you see the stuff that you want, that you're saying you want. Athletes get that stuff in America,
sure.
so relax, like yo.
So,
but
but
now,
that,
yeah, no,
which-
everybody gets shit now.
which is a good thing, you know.
Yeah, it's
At the
good.
time, it's like it's a
Keep
bit.
seeding.
Yeah, it's like at the time, like you'd have a bit of squinch and
You
you're like,
you squabbling.
But now when I think about it, that thing pushes your effort, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Cause now I'm gonna bust the fit pick every day.
Yeah.
Like,
Finish
boys
it.
say,
Something
like,
harder. Pause.
Finish
you
them.
go harder. Like
Every
some,
day.
at
You
that
gotta
time,
go
you
harder,
just go harder. You show up harder.
Yeah.
Go to these brand events harder. It's like you're just the hardest in the room, and then you get to a point where it's like
Nice.
now you have access to
They
these
can't
things
deny
for
you,
real.
no?
Yeah, bro. Eish,
Basically
but you know,
creating more leverage.
I just had a nostalgia right now, bro. The way your seating was like, bro, it was a real art, bro.
Yeah,
I
it was
remember.
an art to getting seated.
I
dog.
remember once Hakim called my dog. I just got this thing for Nike. Poison. We just have to like, you know what's this thing? What's this thing that people do like advertise for like products and whatever? You remember it was at Archive, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. You found the plug. So we can be those guys
was
for
it the-
that day.
I think it was the Prestos. It was the Prestos.
My bro are knocks. Let's go.
the flying
They're gonna
Prestos.
give us the Prestos. We didn't care what they wanted us to do.
Yeah, I remember. We just need to do X, Y, Z, and then we're gonna be online for
Bro,
the Prestos.
when we held those Prestos,
I know, guy.
it's like there was
It's like
a
what a
level
golden
of
egg.
appreciation. Like
Yeah,
every shoe that came in, boys in, like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
you cared about it, bro. And that's how you were able to influence people, because it's like you really did the product and you found different ways to wear the product outside of being sent a brief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this is what you do, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like now, I mean, I could open my phone and then it's like, bro, oh, thank you for the Puma.
Yeah.
My nigga, you don't know you got the 365 phone in your hand. It's like, bro, you got the, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, bro? You got, bro, with the color, with the
Ultra,
Yo,
ultra,
dog.
ultra,
What is it? It's like,
Don't come.
and it's like, and then you see them in public with the joints. It's like, bro, come on.
Come
B.
on.
Like,
Come on.
bro, I was
B.
gonna put the G on my face. It's like,
Gonna parade like.
boys there, and it's
Tell
like
you
I was
what.
gonna wear that. And because we didn't have a lot of shoes at that time, you maybe have a rotation of 5.
Yeah.
But your fits were so crazy that you wouldn't even think I'm wearing the same shoe.
Yeah, nobody would notice.
You wouldn't notice
'Cause
that
you
I'm
used to
wearing the
hit
same
that
shoe.
shit.
It's like, bro.
Times are different now, dog.
No,
Yo,
dog, like-
times are- listen, I thought about it, Hakim. I was
They're
like,
treating rare shit like fast fashion, dog.
bro, I can tell you,
Bro.
like, the first time,
Sorry to disturb. And the people that they give to not to play hate, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The influential part is not translating bro.
Anymore.
I feel you.
yep,
It's like, yes, you got the 100,000 followers.
Followers.
Yeah.
But the insides are up, and also you are not in the streets, bro.
Now, that engagement
You
is
are
on screen
knowing-
Bro,
only.
No,
real
it's to be found.
influencing was like, bro,
Real time.
real time.
niggas are coming into the city. To
You
peep,
didn't just
nigga.
care about influencing online.
Yeah.
In person, you get in a room and you were the best dressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the conversation in that room was, yo, where did you get that shoe, man?
As soon as
It's
it's
like,
yo,
It matters.
Because you did a good job. So now
It
it's just
matters.
like, oh, you're gonna give me, I don't know how much they're getting paid. You're gonna give me 15 grand for
This-
3 posts. And it's like that guy's not even, his soul is not even in there. I'm not saying slave away, but it's like
True.
at least
You
have
don't even
pride.
know the model, bro. You
Have
don't even
pride
know.
in like whatever you do.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe the people that were involved in those things at that time, because it wasn't as saturated as it was, there was
Sure.
a high level of appreciation
Very.
compared to now. So
Now it's just a numbers game.
maybe I'm speaking like this because I come from a different era. So
Yeah.
maybe I could have been that guy right now who's just like, oh, thank you for that. And I was like,
Nah,
my
but
soul
like
is
you-
like,
the
oh,
reason why you sit on this couch is you're not that individual.
you feel me? But I'm just saying,
you
time
care.
has influence.
Like-
You research.
Yeah.
You do the things. You participate, bro.
for sure.
Like, you know the thing you said about the influence must happen
Hype.
in real life.
for sure.
Ne? Do you know, I can think of an example of that, dog. Like,
Don't name drop.
no.
People are touchy out here, bro.
Do you remember there was the one,
Unless y'all niggas don't give a fuck.
there was the one pop-up you did at Deep Street where Riky came with the
Oh yeah, for
with
sure.
the Ferrari,
For sure.
with the DOCC.
R.I.P.
For sure.
Do you remember
for
that?
sure, for
Like,
sure.
to me, that was an example of it's not just online, it's not just
No,
stories. It's like the
real
next
life.
week, people are trying to replicate that look.
Bro, by that time
Because
we
they
didn't even
saw
have
it.
real followers. Probably on like 2,000
No,
followers.
I don't think we're even caring about it back then. I
Nah,
think the
bro.
thing that you
Didn't
care
care
about the
about
most
followers.
is for the fit to come off
The motion was
solid,
there.
Bro, I
super hard.
I was telling my girl right now, I was supposed to post a picture, but then like I was like, nah, it's not the right time. I was like, Isa.
They got you.
Got me.
They found you.
They found us.
So my honey asked me, yo, when is the right time? Yo, my inside say like 6 o'clock.
Inside.
From Thursday, I was like,
understand?
but
Understand.
in the moment I wasn't thinking about it. But then maybe like I'm in the car by myself. I was
It's
like,
like, it's
Issa,
the- Issa.
relax. I was like, now you're not doing anymore. It's like
Because now you like thinking about the fucking
that time you're just pumping things out. It used to be a fit pick every day.
dog.
You don't think about the background too much. Of course, no, it was had to be, you know.
Aesthetic.
But it's like you were just pumping things out.
But
bro.
also that raw element of like just using what's around you was a big
For
thing.
sure, for
Because now
sure.
like the Oaks are even hiring out venues to
Yeah.
take pictures.
Yeah, the
Oh,
works,
yeah,
the
yeah,
works, everything.
Yeah, dog.
I saw a place
Dog,
called the
inf-
Dreambox or something like that.
But
That's-
Dreambox is like very
But you can come there and pay 5 clipper for an hour and just pop.
take pictures. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's like mass produced.
Yeah, but that was crazy because that time, that was actually a very nice moment for me. And we're actually speaking about Deep Street at that time. Because, yeah,
out.
Deep Street was like the first. Okay, I'm not trying to start politics or anything, but like Deep Street was like one of the first, you know, before the court orders existed, before
Yeah,
the
that's
La
just a
Familias.
fact.
That's like before
that's
the
just
La
a fact.
before the million sneaker what stores that you
Stores
see
and-
now.
yeah,
yeah.
Deep Street was one of them, you
Sure.
know?
Big.
Like, bro, Deep Street was really one of
Yeah, it
them.
was a
Like,
spot.
like for sure. And then, yeah, I remember we had a pop-up there. Yeah, we had I think I was doing a pop-up for my brand at
Yeah.
that time. And I think maybe followers are maybe on like 3,000 something, but the impact is crazy.
The streets.
You just post one poster and then it's like, the streets are full, bro.
full now.
Yeah.
It's packed.
It's packed, and then what made it worse, Riky ended up like
came there.
he didn't even tell me. I wasn't even close with him. You know, you just know him like sure. You know, at that time we were close to like Malum and whatnot, and then he just pulled up.
Yep.
And this is like peak hip hop, you know, like super peak
Yeah.
hip hop, super peak Braam.
It's like Amantomazane era.
2016, maybe 17.
16, like 16,
maybe
17,
yeah.
they're probably there. Yeah, 16, 17. Hip hop going crazy. Those guys are like peaking. And then Wes, he pulls up in a Rari, bro. It's like, this is like Gucci, King Kotini there. Yo, he pulls up in the
Madness.
Rari.
Zonke.
What's crazy, he doesn't even find the parking. He parks it in the
The
middle of the road.
Broke the street.
And then he leaves the engine on, bro. The pop-up went on for like hours.
Hey.
That engine was on,
That
bro.
that was the day he told that lie to he mustn't wear the fake Balenciagas.
He was on
He's
fire.
gonna buy
He was
Vans.
He was
Don't you
Bro,
imagine
it's
all of that happened like within the
What?
space of like 2-3 hours?
That's crazy.
You know, I want to add before we go in, the beautiful thing about that, he came to the pop-up without even, went close. He just pulled up, maybe he saw the poster, and obviously there was a lot of people there already, and then obviously he brings like more crazy people.
Braam
And
is
then I
lit.
remember niggas wanted to take pictures and whatever. It's, yo, I can't take a picture with you unless you go buy in there.
Sure, shout out Macaro.
Bro, I was like,
Man.
what?
Macaro.
For real,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
For real. He's like, yo, you can't, yo, I'm not taking a
Cop.
picture with you
Until-
you call, bro. And then he came, he bought everything.
Yeah.
He put on the t-shirt, same time.
Same
He put
time.
on the pants, same.
Same time.
He came in with like a Balenciaga fit, like just a Balenciaga, like for real.
Light work.
He came with like a Balenciaga fit, bro. He took off that whole fit, put on, and he was making sales with me. Like he's there with me, like for real, for real.
Ish.
That's crazy, man.
And then going back to that story of like the what happened, the kid with the
yeah,
fake.
he's wearing the
So it was
shoe.
the Balenciaga socks.
He's in the sock thing.
But I kind of don't like that story because it's like when it
It's
went
funny.
online. No, it's funny. No, it's funny, right? But when it went online,
They took it the wrong way.
they took it the wrong
yeah,
way.
I get you.
Yeah.
But they weren't there to see what
And
happened.
that's the fucking problem.
They weren't there. So Riky just said to him, he's like, yo, don't wear the fake Balenciaga. Not because it's like, I'm looking down on you.
Yeah.
But he was like, yo, aspire to go there. So if you want to afford a 14,000 rand shoe and you don't buy the fake, you're going to work hard enough.
Yeah.
To get
To
it.
buy
You're
the
not
real
gonna
Message.
stuff.
So by the
Bomb.
time you buy it, you more up in your tax bracket and you worked hard. So you are saying the psychology behind buying a fake something. Do you get what I'm
Settling
saying?
for
Yeah.
He's like, you're settling for you not to grow financially.
Yeah.
So he gave him the bars. And then after he did all of that to him, right?
Yeah.
But he also bought him the stuff. He bought him Vans, he bought him whatever.
Yeah, I think I remember.
So
hearing that.
that's the part that people didn't
That's the one that
see.
they left out.
Yeah,
But
message.
also at the same time, I was like, y'all niggas is soft, bro. We grew up in the era where it's
What?
like,
Yeah,
you
as
get
they were
roasted,
telling you,
bro. It's
bro.
like, so
No,
when I
those
saw
guys used to roast us and they wouldn't
can't
buy
come
us.
outside.
your uncles
though.
would roast you, nigga. Your pants is
What is
whack.
this?
Can't come
Like, bro, it's
outside,
like,
bro.
bro, like, what?
You know
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Relax.
So when I was just like, on Twitter, people are having Riky and whatever. I was just like, yo, nah, y'all niggas is soft, bro.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
different
Nah,
time,
the
bro.
internet is always gonna take shit out of context, bro.
Different time.
Just for clickbait, likes,
I was
comments.
like, bro, I know y'all niggas got trolled, bro. I
Yeah.
know y'all niggas grew up in the hood. Because it's black people.
Yeah,
Most of us grew up in the hood.
Why are you
or-
acting like this thing
Yeah.
doesn't
you.
happen, dog?
Boy
They
said,
just wanna
it's like-
go for the mandem and say like, because you have things now, you
Yeah, I
shitting
think
on the
peace
light
Twitter.
team
Nah,
and all that
bro,
thing. Meanwhile,
like-
it's like, brother, this guy is actually helping you.
For sure. And he bought him stuff,
But I think also, like, to your point, dog, people don't get that part of it. Because unfortunately or fortunately, there is that element of bullying.
and that kid
dog.
was happy. He was
was
happy.
happy, yeah.
He was happy.
There
yeah.
is that element of bullying. Like, what is this, my boy?
Yeah.
Then now the next time you're like, shit, I need to put this thing together better.
For sure.
And it's like to kind of, it's to push your taste level in a
sure.
way. That's what it did for me. Like all
sure.
of that heckling, it made me a monster now. Because now like I
Thicker skin
understand
also.
like
Yeah.
like at the stage of like also my tax bracket, like how can I pull off a hard fit without like you know compromising my integrity and still being able to buy shit that I like.
Man, I mean, I'm not even giving you designer. Even that time, you know, didn't have much shoes, but you'd fight, hustle, whatever you do in the streets to go get that new drop. Because
Yeah.
at that time we were crazy about drops. Because
Yeah.
drops
Go
were a real
insane,
thing.
bro.
Like,
that was real.
Yeah.
like if an MX, wada,
You're there.
you gotta get that MX, wada. You get what I'm saying? It's like, so you found a way to get to that thing because you're also not getting seated.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like seating can also make you lazy. Actually, bro, it made me lazy. Because at some point, I went like 3 years without buying a shoe, bro. Like, but then I realized, I was
Snap.
like, could I buy these shoes by myself? I was like, fuck, culture.
Yeah.
They got you.
Just
That's how they
doing
got
things for
you.
the culture.
They
You
made you
can't do it
complacent.
by yourself.
Damn.
I couldn't go in and buy a 4,000 rand Jordan.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then you realize that in hindsight, you're not growing, but you're getting more popular.
Yeah.
More what, but you can't buy your own spova.
You haven't monetized your whole core.
You haven't studied how you can fit in the monetized game or
Yeah,
whatever.
because
but
now they
you
used
know.
you, you done.
You're done.
Now you can't buy
Yeah,
shit.
you can't buy whatever. Oh, whatever. Brent takes you to Cape Town. Shit, I couldn't even go to Cape Town myself, bro. Like,
See, you look at it. You're
but
like,
then
yo.
you just going with that. You go with that thing for a long time. You go with that thing for a long time, and then like some people wake up, some don't, and
Yeah.
most people wake up when things are down.
True. That's very
You know, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
That's
And
very
then
true.
with
Niggas
live,
ain't
some
had
people
about
have
to
the
show in 3
energy.
years.
Sometimes some people it breaks them entirely.
Mm.
Some people it just like builds the beast out of them. Yeah.
You know, when I was like think about these things, like I was like, you know, I feel like your guys' era, which was an amazing era,
For
a
sure.
lot of people were.
By the way, guys,
basically-
I'm young, but I just
Yeah,
grew up
yeah.
with older cats.
Yeah, don't get it wrong. Don't
Your
get it.
era.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a triple OG.
Nah, but,
Nigga did that.
it's,
We're all young here, by the way.
Nah,
but we like things.
I think
We like things.
I think what Kelly's talking about is like that golden era Braam.
No, for sure. For
That
sure.
golden era Braam.
But there was another one we were talking about on the couch prior, before we
pre-era.
were recording. Yeah, you see, nigga, there was another. Yeah,
What's the pre-
Listen, there was another Braam, bro. The one before, I'm telling him, the one where Boys and Bucks wasn't even Boys and Bucks, like as a name.
Like it was more like Diddy Paraffin before they.
You know what I'm saying? Who was it?
Patel.
Stilo Magolite was it?
Was
Stilo
Chalk.
He was Chalk.
Yeah.
You know, and like everybody was doing different things.
Usanele wasn't Usanele.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, so many other people who might be bigger now or whatever, they weren't those people.
Yeah.
But I was telling him that when you went to Braam that time, boys, and everyone was an individual.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to Braam for the first time, Neighbor Goods specifically, for the first time. Yo, my man, the level of style in there.
Yeah.
The white babies, the student ones, the poison, the hippie ones, the
Too much.
ones who are on Tumblr, poison, like they were coming.
Different
then
textures, no?
Poison,
Yeah,
like
Now it's all copy
yeah,
paste. all
yeah.
this.
Now it's like
It was like an anime, dog. There was all the different.
it was so
kinds.
crazy because me and my friends were like the cool guys in Pretoria. We were wearing vintage clothing, like so we outgrew that space and we heard of a place called Braam. I mean Neighbor Goods. And Neighbor Goods, everyone would just go in Neighbor Goods. That thing of hanging around everywhere outside wasn't a real thing
wanna
back
be
then.
inside.
You only go outside once Neighbor Goods is done
Done.
into the clubs and the what. But Neighbor Goods was like the main joint, like because now when you go to Neighbor Goods, most of the stores there's just food.
Yeah, it's called
Most
the
of the
breakout
stores
now.
there used to be drip,
Yeah,
bro.
just was like a thrifting. and that type
Thrifting
of
brands,
stuff.
whatever. We went into Neighbor Goods, bro. Mind you, we are super confident because of like how cool and whatever we are in Pretoria and our
You guys
style.
gonna kill it here.
Boys and we get out in Neighbor
We're gonna
Goods.
get there, man.
Boys and I'm sure we're just quiet. Though.
Yo.
Yeah.
Boys and I think we went back to the car like an hour later. And we just sat in the car. I think we went to a bottle store, got a Namakwa.
Sure.
Namakwa blonde, one of our friends at the car.
Yeah.
We just end up blooming by the car, Namakwa.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drum. Because Poison, it's like,
Back to the drawing
Poison,
board.
you saw a 5-panel Supreme cap for the first time.
Jeez.
Bro, a
don't know
5-panel
that.
Supreme cap. Like,
Sure.
you know a 5-panel
Yeah.
Bro,
Come on.
boys, you saw Rick Owens shoe. You were like,
Yeah.
boys, yeah. You saw the cut that you saw on Twitter. I'm on Tumblr.
Yeah.
That you
Real time.
just saw it on Tumblr. Like
No,
you
it's a
saw
real
the
thing.
jacket cut. You saw the pants cut for real. Like, bro, who's that guy? One who designs for Jonathan D. Oh man. That's my
damn.
guy. Yeah. Bro, I remember seeing him. I think he had a shop by the
Hooligan.
Yeah.
Hooligan. Bro, he had a beard.
The
This
ginger
short guy.
beard.
Boys, and he got that Pharrell cowboy hat. Boys, and he got like the pants are well tailored. Bro.
He even had a cap brand. Remember, like with those
Yeah,
small,
man, it
with
was
those
like,
small brims.
yes, I remember, man.
I
Oh,
forget what the
man.
name of that brand is, but he had these tiny 5
Bro, I
panels.
remember seeing
was
that
too
guy,
much.
bro. I saw him from there.
was too much.
He was just walking across the street. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Nah, he was too
Wait,
much.
which one is that?
Bro, you see a bro wearing a white t-shirt, jeans, and Vans, but it looked so good, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you like, yo, but I got the same fit.
It doesn't sit like
Yeah, but
that.
this joint don't sit like that, bro.
Listen,
Bro, it's like, yo, my man,
Yeah,
like,
the taste was crazy.
the taste was crazy. That's where you learn the difference between like how do I put style? Let me
Style
say,
and fashion.
Yeah, style and fashion,
Yeah.
bro. Like you really get beat by a guy wearing not that it's a
style.
competition, a white t-shirt, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You go to Father Coffee, them skater niggas is out there. Yeah. Them skater brews are there with the white
show the
tee
people at home.
tattoos. jeans or chino, and a spova. And maybe the glasses is what hit you. But you don't, thing is with style.
Accessories,
With
no?
style, you don't know what's hitting you, but it's hitting you. you, don't,
You just
I
find
think-
it.
you don't know what's hitting you.
Something is just
something's
different.
waking
about
Poison.
this guy.
Maybe that guy's glasses were hitting you.
Yeah.
That's when you get to realize, good to know,
Yeah,
man.
things.
This is style.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing
The
white
way
t-shirt
something is
and a
sitting.
jean.
Yeah.
But these glasses maybe just have a gold thing going here.
Yeah.
Details, buddy.
And then maybe it hits you with the ring. It's like, but it's far away from each other. But it's like,
It's connected.
it's connected.
Finish.
Wiki.
You
Finish
feel me?
them.
That's why we went back to the car with the
he
Namako,
said,
bro.
Yeah.
We like, bro,
Back to the
continue.
drawing
Figure some
board.
things out,
Do
boy.
this anymore.
True students, dog, of the game.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we
Bro.
thought we were ready, but clearly
Bro.
not.
So yeah, man, that was Braam never
But
good.
you know, like that era was important because do you know what happened after that?
Yeah.
That was like before that golden era. It's like it's the era before the era. There's always like that
Oh,
era.
for sure, for sure.
There's always that era before the era.
shift,
like people
you
always
know,
talk
yeah.
about like 90s hip hop was like the
For
era.
sure, yeah.
But it's like the little stuff that was going
For
on in the
sure.
80s that made that,
That
shit.
made it, yeah.
Because the thing you said about neighbor goods is like people used to go inside.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where people felt like there's too much going on there.
Yeah, and
We're gonna
yeah,
take it to the street.
literally.
And that was when things really got
That was the
interesting.
shift. That was
Yeah.
the shift. It's
Because
in
now
the
people are
building,
like, we don't actually
then the
need to
shift.
go upstairs to do this thing. We can do this thing here
The runway.
in the street.
The runway is
That's
the
when you,
streets.
that's when you get like Cedric and Austin are taking pictures because now
No.
people are in the road.
Let me holler at you.
Holler
man.
at me.
Let me
Come
holler
on
at
now.
you.
Holler at
No.
me.
Before there was the Cedric and the Austin, which they're great. You know, they were like the second generation of that thing. There was a guy called Alan Coleman.
Alan Coleman, that's true.
He was the only guy there.
By Alan Coleman.
You wanted a picture from that.
Yeah.
Needed it.
That guy had, you see the cameras there they used there on the fields there in soccer in the stadium, the one with the white. It's white and it just.
Oh, with that lens, that
you know that,
extra long lens.
you know yeah, because everyone is just taking with their camera, you know, the small camera.
Yeah.
Or if he's a photographer, he's just like taking a camera with like just like that, but it's not even on the highest level.
Oh.
So it's like the pictures didn't come out the way. You can't have that one.
We're gonna have to meme that one. We're gonna have
You know
to.
that camera.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
So he was coming with that camera.
That's the PSL joint.
and
Yeah.
and Tumblr at
Candy.
that time was big. You know,
Exactly,
Tumblr was
Tumblr.
big.
Shout out.
He had a Tumblr, and like that's where you find your pictures. That thing
Yeah.
of your hey dog, send me the
It
picture.
didn't
when you take
exist.
It didn't
You're gonna have to
exist.
scroll Tumblr.
You're gonna go to his Tumblr.
Peep it.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it goes back to research. Niggas don't want to research.
Niggas don't wanna
more.
go on
Niggas are
Tumblr.
lazy, bro.
Nigga, taking your phone right now. Hey, bro.
That guy just tells you, you took a picture. Yo, can I get the I'm Alan Coleman on Tumblr,
follow me.
and,
No,
it's-
I already know, my boy.
and he's finished with you, and it's like you get your picture there, but then you get to also see other things.
other shit.
Yeah.
So that's another business aspect. Now we just dived into. You draw people to where you want them to go, which goes back to monetizing.
Yep.
He's taking a lot of pictures, and the different people he takes pictures of are in different industries. Those people, some are agency owners, wada, some are corporate people that just want like pictures for their offices, whatever.
Yeah.
But he found that.
All of them. Smart.
You know what I'm saying? The agencies found that. Found
They
that. The
went.
regular guy who's not in any business, who just wants a photo or photo shoot, found that. The
Yep.
wedding brews found that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, so, it
a
goes back
network. It's creating
into
a network.
monetizing. You know what I'm saying?
Monetizing, dog.
But for Alan to do that, he had to have, like,
Had the
not have
knowledge.
known that at first.
Yeah.
But after a while, you see why the beautiful thing about time, it goes back to the beginning of the conversation. After a while, you get to know. So now someone else could have looked at Ellen and say, nah, nigga, you fell off. We used to take pictures in Hill, bro, nigga.
Oh, dang.
But it's like, no, that guy's taking pictures in neighbor goods now. It's like, I don't want to take pictures of,
You guys.
you feel me?
Yeah.
But then now, I found a way to monetize it. So I might not be popular there downtown in Melville. But like, I got this thing now, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But then someone has the guts to tell you, it's like,
Man.
yo, Windows,
Where you at?
where you at, my nigga? You feel me? It's like,
Let's
nigga, stop playing, bro. Stop playing,
Guys,
bro.
stop playing. Stop doing that.
That's good.
So do what you're doing now, but learn the business aspect of it, the relationships, the this, the that. So you are not a bitter old. Huh?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Listen.
and this is
Let
coming
me
from
be
a
the
brew who has been looking at brew. No, man, this brew's pop.
Hey.
This brew, but that guy structured these things in a way whereby
Yeah.
he can eat, you
Yeah,
know?
I saw you speak about creating your ecosystem supports or feeds into your interests.
For
Or,
sure.
like,
I mean,
vice versa.
I was telling you when you walked me in the house, bro, when I see this online, man, I'm just thinking it's just a joint somewhere. Niggas, you know, maybe you rented this. Not that I'm
chat.
doubting niggas,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't think it's like
It's the full cool.
It's a setup.
It's a setup
It's a
for
setup,
real.
dog.
I walk through the door, this nigga like, yo, that's where we cut that. That's where we print our own money. That's where we edit that.
You see,
That's where the lights stay. And it's like,
It's an
Organized.
operation.
you feel what I'm saying? From here, it grows into something bigger. And for you guys to be sitting here, you had to have gone through all that other stuff to finally sit down here and say, what's happening?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Real
Then
talk.
And I'm sure your heart is in a better place.
Definitely. Bro.
yeah, because now you don't have to look at the other podcast and be like,
But
Yeah, if
why,
you-
you
I'm a
know?
Simba.
Yeah, you're complaining about the content.
We're just gonna fix it here.
Yeah, we'll fix it
We're fixing it here with a drip check. We start with the drip.
Starting with the
Start with the drip.
Yeah, so when I'm talking about drip, you don't doubt.
You're not gonna think twice because it's
Ah,
SA
don't
Streetwear.
kill me.
So
Make
this
South
is the,
Africa
this
great
is the
again.
Streetwear.
And those who don't understand now understand. There are people who like.
This
"But
the
what do you
this
mean?"
the greatest place to find streetwear niggas.
I'm
Sure,
telling
what do
you.
you mean?
I'm
Dog?
telling you.
You didn't know there's missing pieces
For sure.
in the books where it's like, how do you not know that the man then pulled up in the Rari? Wasn't
Yeah, for
invited.
sure.
Ah, yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
like
You
there's a
didn't
store
even have
called
to be
Dip
there. You
Street.
just needed to have a phone.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That one you felt it.
Yeah,
all
I
over
remember,
the
you know
world.
what's crazy that we're now talking about the whole falling off or like threshold thing. I remember Riky was like downtown for real.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying,
Yep,
you know?
yep.
And then at some point, he ended up going uptown.
You were North Boys.
He went north
Yeah.
because he realized that, yo, man,
Ish.
there's not enough money circulating here. They don't get this thing right now.
Yeah.
And it's either I'm going to get stuck in this ecosystem or I'm going to have to find a way
Yeah.
in the north, but then still tap in with the O's.
Bring it back, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can have a situation where you pull up in a Rari back where you started, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but
that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, nah, it makes sense. The bro even said, how much you hustling for money, nigga?
you feel me?
When I get it, I'm gonna pick you up.
You feel me,
That's
bro?
what he did, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So, okay, tell us about your brand that you're working on now. Like, I'm interested in that part.
For sure. So Gaia is a brand I I registered like 2-3 years ago. And Gaia is basically like a continuation of my first brand called DOCC. But for me, I didn't have a good relationship with DOCC because DOCC was a brand whereby it's your first baby. So, like I was saying, the stories we're telling now, you're just
making all the
whiling out.
mistakes, You're still learning.
You're making mistakes. You know, you end up having a good collection that pops off, which was called Stuff Only. You're having pop-ups, but you
Need those
don't know
archives.
you don't know money literacy.
Yeah.
You think the business money is your money.
Yep.
After making 20 bands there by Dip Street, you go straight into Great Day.
Keep it right here.
You feel me, Psych?
The money circulating in
Yes,
the
yes.
sense.
You feel me?
Send
You-
the money back to the
Send the money
gamblers.
back. But
and then
Back
you,
to the gamblers.
and they just gave it to you.
just
It's
gave
so
you the
cheap.
code.
now
You
we're
send
fixing
it
the
back
country
to the gamblers.
2025. We're fixing the whole country.
The bro
now.
made 20 from a pop-up that time.
Yeah, but it was probably more, but it was just in those hours,
Yeah,
in those
yeah.
hours,
It
you
was
know,
lit.
whatever that amount is. So DLCC is like all the lessons, bro.
Yeah.
You know, from having things pop up for you, and then like you end up building to destroy.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, the past few years I was able to work closely with like Drip Sportif and other brands, you know, with Casper, you know, getting to learn from him and then his relationships with other people that are business people also, you know, just getting to mainly I was really inspired by, you know, when I used to, you know, work with drip here and there, like going into the offices and just seeing the warehouse, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, those warehouses that you see there by Midrand when you're passing Midrand, those huge ass ones, bro. It's like, it's actually my wallpaper. I took a picture of the warehouse. It's just like thousands of like shoes,
Units.
bro. Units on units on units on units. It's like,
Like
bro.
100 meters
And then there's
high.
more units there at the airport. It's like, you know, you get in, you see the branding. There's like trucks and what? It's like 50 trucks there.
Real thing, this thing.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's like, mind you, it's 5 years old, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every staff in there, not that there's anything wrong with other races, everyone is there is black.
Shout out.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Love
It's
a
like,
black on black red.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, even the Batu, you know, I've been in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a real operation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the mindset I was in back then, culture, is not even thinking on the highest like that.
What factory? What are you talking about?
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like being in that zone, seeing everything, you know, understanding operations, different departments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So Gaia for me is like all of those mistakes that I made from like DOCC, everybody that I got to rub shoulders next to, you know, being in rooms, you know, just being there. You have no business being there. All of that knowledge, and also just like the spiritual humbling that you have to go through in those years, you know, because, you know, as people, as artists, especially if you've tasted a bit of like popularity and just like eyes on you, you end up getting controlled by the idea of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Say that again.
it's not so good.
Gotta zoom out.
But yeah, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
as artists, you end up getting, you know, taken by the idea of yourself, you know? And that's why when things don't go right, things hit you so hard because you're still attached to that ego. So for me to have Gaia, I had to have an ego death. You know, I had to have lost everything. You know, I had to have seen all the sales go down. I had to go through COVID, where you lose everything. I was signed to the Converses and whatnot, but those contracts end because the brands have to restructure and see how can I adapt in Converse. And maybe you're not like the, what is it? What's the top influencers? Micro? What is it? Hey, the top is
macros.
Macros, yeah. So now they just wanna monetize on the big ones only. So everyone who's on like the
fall back.
15s, the 20Ks, whatever,
Fall back.
fall back. You feel what I'm saying? So you lose those contracts, you lose those, you feel, back to gear one, my brother. out.
Back to gear one.
You feel me?
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad, dog. Yeah.
To realizing that you never had anything to begin with, you were just...
You're a pawn, dog.
You were a pawn. Besides a pawn, looking into yourself, you realize that you weren't doing nothing all along. You were doing something, but you were doing nothing all along. Because you know how you see, I remember my depression year was like, super depression was like 2018 and also COVID, but COVID for real. You see that you are doing nothing because when I look at my peers, their Instagram, they are still continuing with their content. They are still continuing with whatever they were doing pre-COVID. Might not be on that level,
But still,
but they were
New
doing.
plan,
It showed you that those guys were actually building something. That even if you removed something that's if you remove something that's third person, it doesn't affect you. So me, you remove the contracts, I'm finished now. You don't have a foundation, you don't have the relation, you don't have the structure for you to be able to, yes, we're all going through COVID right now, but you didn't respect your relationships enough to be able to call him,
Like,
and
yo.
we struggle together in this thing, but we're still building.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what Gaia is for me. It's like all of that, like trying the mistakes and whatever, and humbling yourself and just like taking everything in and being like, okay, now I'm ready now.
Sheesh. Yo, no, that's what I'm talking about.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like
All
now
the
I'm
lessons.
ready, bro. I had such a bad relationship with trying to even the page. I was just like, man, man, DOCC, brother.
Brother, and we still want some of the archives, bro.
You feel us? It's
You know
like
what I'm
was such a hard thing, but I was like,
Didn't you hear this guy? He said he's down with that.
I'm talking about the designs, bro. Even you know when you work in, you guys are crazy. You know, and a guy is also what made me realize that I don't want to be in the fashion business. I want to be in the retail business, bro.
That's what's up.
What's the difference? What's the difference, big dog?
Identify.
Bro, ish, I might not have the vocabulary or the structuring of how to. I know it. I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Peep it.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
The fashion business is what? It's like trying to dictate taste and like trends
yeah,
and that type of
and
thing.
doing things for a niche people and just, you
like
know,
selling, like being a backpack rapper, rapping for
you
rappers.
feel me?
Yeah.
A purist.
You
There's
wanna rap-
nothing wrong with being a
You
purist.
want to rap for rappers.
You feel what I'm
You
saying?
want to give people.
You
the
can
product
rap,
that they want.
but can you make a song?
Yeah. that's
There's a
gonna
lot of
pop-
niggas who can rap.
Can you
Them
make a
niggas
song?
will rap circles around you. You feel me? There's a lot. You can go on YouTube. There's those rap bands. I forgot the name of the channel. But can you
Bro.
make a
Yeah.
song?
Yeah.
So I want to make
Like
a song.
that guy that says, "I'll pull up in
You wanna
the."
make hits?
So for
Wanna
me,
make a good
Gaia
song.
is for me how I look at fashion business and retail business. Retail for me, I want to make a song.
Straight up.
A banger, boy. Say it.
If you
Not just any song.
fashion
song.
business is like I'm just trying to impress the 5 people here.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
true.
I want cool people to think I'm cool.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So being in those spaces, working with different brands, you know, merchandising. So what I do is I work in the ecosystem of what I've evolved to be is working in the ecosystem of clothing. So I partner with like other brands for their merchandising. So like I'm a supplier with them. So I get to be able to see trends and what works, this person orders more of this. I'm able to see, oh, okay, white works. Okay, this works. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My boy's moving like TFG.
My nigga.
you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like working, styling for different, whether you're working with a celebrity or on a commercial or whatever, you
Yeah.
get to see what works and what situation demands a certain version of you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bro.
You
this
feel-
man is breaking
episode
down
is
the
full of
codes.
things.
Eyes gay.
Any guest that comes after Nokana got
Oh.
big shoe to fill.
Jeez.
So Gaia is that. I was telling him the other day, I registered Gaia like 3 years ago, but I only dropped last year, December. And in those times, it goes back to the ego death. I went through maybe 10 collections, but I'm designing for the O's at Braam only. Boys. I'm designing for the cool brews only. Like I'm doing things with the patch here and the but it's like
not
nigga,
working.
it's not gonna work.
Not hitting,
It goes
dog.
back to working with partnering with certain brands and working with certain brands. Simplicity sells, bro. I had to get to a place where it's like I make it simple as possible in the beginning, and then you can grow with them. But what you need to do is capture them at first. You need the database at first. And also you need to think of in the mindset of a consumer or whatever, or buyer or whatever. 90% of the world is not fashionistas. You know, everybody's trying to make a simple decision or whatever decision matches their wardrobe.
Yep.
Yo, this shirt is white. Or I can put them with these joints. And my shoes. Oh, I can put them with their shoes. Why don't you say my brother with the purple and the graphic on the what? On the
You don't have to tell
my
me.
man, that guy's gonna be there and he's gonna move on, my man.
Yeah, for real.
He's gonna move on.
You basically you're trying to make a God's plan.
Bro, Gaia is like just understanding the business of it, but still loving what I do. I'm not saying like, yo, I'm gonna sell out and like I'm no more gonna.
But selling out is now because then
There's
the product
nothing wrong
is
with
gone.
selling out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
The
selling
product
out,
must sell
but
out.
then now I can develop and I can take you with me into where we're going.
Yeah.
So if I start you on gear 5,
My brother.
boys, and the petrol runs out faster when you're on gear 5 than when you're on gear 1,
Fact.
gear 2, gear whatever. It's like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, if I open the pipe, that petrol is going down.
Sure.
So I need to start on cruise control
Spoon
and
feed.
vibe with you. And that's how I got to the capsule that I got to. Is very simple, wada, but it's gonna go with you. And it's like, it was a very hard decision for me to make. And I was even telling him, was the time we were speaking. I was like, man, this is so hard for me to take out because it's just like, man, I just got the brand here. And I just got I was like, man,
Like you feeling like shit,
was
am
like,
I
man,
going hard enough?
in my head, I'm like, bro, this is your comeback, my nigga. Like, this is how you gonna come back. Like, even the niggas look at you who knew a certain verse is like, damn, nigga, after all these years, my nigga, this is all you
got.
But that's one individual, so just 10.
Yeah.
Within hours, I dropped December. Within hour, bro, I maybe sold out 30 to 40% of my inventory, bro.
Dope.
And I was like, damn, that made me feel good. I was like, okay, shit. All the lessons I learned, all the times I got to spend with different brands and people, I was like,
It's working.
Yeah,
this is working. This is how it
School
looks
fees.
like, you know? So that made me feel better. So yeah, man, Gaia is just lessons, being in a better place spiritually, mentally, which is the most important one, bro, you know? Because, hey, when you like trying to be a businessman and what's this thing, man? You know when you don't have English, my man.
Bundles.
The number you've dialed.
Man, what's this word I'm looking for?
Abala teka sotho le Setswana, boy.
Aye, look, no, hey,
That's
no,
all.
no, no. A freelancer. You know when you're a freelancer or you're a businessman, bro, it
No
tends...
word like that.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
tends...
Was supposed to suit you.
I'm
Don't
telling
look like
you.
freelancers.
And if there is, invite with our grandparents. They never...
Those guys are not freelancers.
You feel me?
The
I
voice
feel
killed
you,
all
When
the
you're
freelancers.
yeah, it's like when you...
Fucking bastard.
You feel me?
Oh my god.
You know, when you're a businessman or you're a freelancer, man, I feel like that thing can actually bring you closer to God and your faith
Fuck
in the
yeah.
craziest, bro. I think business people and like, what's this thing? We just said it now. Freelancers, whatever. People who don't have a formal situation are probably spiritually in a higher place
Yeah.
than people
gotta
who.
believe.
Nah, you have to believe.
You have to
Cause
believe,
your
man.
faith, my nigga.
How
like,
much do you believe?
you survive on how much
How
do you
much do
believe,
you
my
believe?
nigga? Like,
How many coins are you inserting?
what is
with your
it?
Belief,
Like
boy?
you
How much do
believe,
you
you
believe
believe,
is the motto, dog.
bro.
Yeah.
You believe in something you can't touch, bro.
Brother. An idea.
It doesn't exist yet.
An
Bro,
idea,
I'm
an
talking
idea.
about being a freelancer. You believe in a department that's supposed to pay you. You don't even know where that department is. But in 30 days,
They're
they said
supposed
they'll
to pay you coins,
But you
boy,
don't
come
know
on.
where the floor of that department. You don't even know where the building is. Can you see that
You're
level?
just trusting that
Can you
that shit
see that
exists.
level of faith,
Nah,
my
you're
nigga?
right. Facts, boy.
The spiritual conversations you have with yourself.
Oh my god.
You know,
bro,
even I
just
talk to
finished me.
I talk to my girl. It's like, babe, I wish you were more excited about things, and like I feel like you're a bit too nonchalant. I was like, maybe there's a trauma pack.
Yeah,
But it's like,
Here's a trauma.
but it's like
It is,
the
dog.
journey I've been on.
What?
Bro, the journey I've been on, bro, you can't get too excited too early, my nigga.
Tell the goal and
I
then
feel
Bro,
you.
anytime it
I
can switch
feel
out.
you.
And even when it's good, I'm still anxious,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it's like, oh, things are good now. It's a red race now. It's like, now, no, it's the real red race, bro. It's like,
yeah.
No, I believe you. Dog.
you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to like check myself. I was like, damn, bro. So that's why I love my girl, because she puts me in a place where it's like,
You must enjoy this.
I
thing,
must,
celebrate yourself.
I must be present, bro. I must like,
Yeah. It's
do
facts.
things, you know. I must like get out of my own body, you know what I'm saying? I must actually be excited. So you find that subconsciously I'm excited, but it's just
Yeah.
It's
the
not
trauma
coming out.
pack, my nigga. The trauma pack says, yo, man, that package might not land today, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Nah,
you
I
know?
believe you. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that go through the same thing.
for sure, bro.
And they need to understand, like you're saying, bro.
For sure, bro. It's
How,
like,
how much is,
for sure, bro.
You gotta
Like,
believe, bro.
I just dealt with like, I never deal with like payment issues, bro. Like, I always make sure I structure my things the right way. And luckily, I grew up with like all the cats who I got to see their mistakes, you know. So I got to take lessons and like know how to position myself to avoid certain things. So for the first time I went through like a payment, it wasn't even a problem. It was just lack of communication. But they ended up paying me. But in that period, my nigga, it's like it reminded me of like
The struggle.
the spiritual journey. It's
Yeah.
like it's just like
Yeah.
what you really go through. So yeah, man. So hey, that's Gaia.
Damn,
Shout
bro.
out, guy.
That's Gaia.
Yeah, bro. That's such a crazy way to describe it, dog. And like, I think all of
And Gaia means in the dictionary means as a style in which you do something. So it can be anything. So the style in which you talk, the style in which you dress, the style in like the actual definition. Because I was on Google, man, I was just like, I was looking for like a cool name. Because you know, in these times where I was like the brand was going down, I'm also like studying stuff, you know, like names, like things coming off soft off your tongue and like, you know, structure and whatever. So I was really looking for something smooth, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I bumped across Gaia. Then I was like, Gaia. And I love the definition because it meant style. But then for some reason, I don't know if it's, I'm sure there's like a term for this. You know, when you think of something, then you start seeing a lot of it.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I kept seeing or hearing Gaia.
It's like collective consciousness.
Yeah, I started seeing Gaia and like I hearing Gaia, and also in South Africa it's a slang, yo Gaia. Joe. It's like so for me, it's like man, this. I was like, this is perfect, bro. I was like, it means style. Well, it doesn't mean style, well, it does, but it means the style in which you do something. And then I'm South African, Gaia. Like, who wouldn't want to name something after giving? Giving is like one of the most beautiful things you can do.
Sure.
So, Gaia. Yo, hey, this Gaia definition is unbelievable.
Nah,
It's so long.
It's really unbelievable, dog.
You know what's crazy? Sorry,
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead. Sir.
Yeah.
No, because I was gonna say like where to get it, because now like you've told us about the thing, so maybe ask what you're gonna ask, because I think like just to close, like just to tell us, but we're not almost there, we're almost there.
I guess, yeah.
Now I forgot what I was gonna ask.
You can't forget, my brother.
We'll come back.
We'll come
something
back.
that you just said now. Something that you pretty much
Go
just
Gaia.
Good guy.
Oh yeah, like I was gonna say, so there's always beauty in darkness for other people, right?
Yeah.
So like somebody would be listening to you right now saying like your previous brand, your clothing was like, you know, all the stuff that you learn, and you don't like those memories because you know what you attest.
Oh, for sure.
But like certain peoples might want those products so badly because
get
of
you.
of what you.
I
wanted
Kelvin Weber, trading.
I wanted those. No, bro. I wanted like the hoodie. I wanted like certain. I like stuff that.
No, but
I
we
remember
going
who
there.
Who made such a crazy impact on my side of things?
For sure.
Because with me it was like I cannot believe that this is happening in the country where this
sure.
specific thing is only seen by a particular
I get you, yeah.
people. But like, here's these brews. This brew is making clothing, and then there's thought to it. There's a concept behind it.
Yeah.
Like everything, like the hoodie. The
Everything had a
diamond,
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Niggas is.
So it goes
Yeah.
back to what I was saying.
Madness.
Gaia is gonna grow into that, like you know.
I can't wait. Actually, I'm excited.
You rather just grow, you're gonna grow into it, bro. You know, make more money. You have a bigger catalog.
Yeah.
So if you're making a lot of money and you can create a bigger catalog, you can still keep your staple pieces while you get to experiment, whatever. So
Definitely.
God willing, it goes to the highest. I
No,
believe
it will.
go
It
to the
will.
highest.
It will. There's no way you can,
I
contribute
tried to
so
get
much.
a piece and it was sold out.
Yeah,
I didn't
them
even know
joints.
at the time it was your thing.
Nah,
I
them
won't
joints
even
be bro. I won't lie. I'm really surprised, bro. You know, for real, bro. You know, in life, bro, you get so stuck in doing. Well, I got comfortable in being behind the scene. Like
Yeah.
I'm fine. You know, I'm able to be a good kid to like to my parents. You know, I'm a good brother. You know, like
They do
it's
your
such a
things.
nice place to be. It's like
Yeah.
you are able to acquire certain things now. It's like, so I got
Nice.
comfortable. So it was like a bit of a lack of confidence thing, bro.
Yeah.
Well, the confidence is there, but it's like doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
So
good.
I'm really surprised. I won't even lie. Like, bro, them joints sold out. I think I probably have like red caps only left
Yeah,
and
there's
like
only the red left. so-
small t-shirts. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I won't lie. I'm
Every
really
colorway
surprised,
sold
bro.
out.
I'm
No,
really,
that's
really
real. So
surprised.
make sure you
yeah.
tap in, bro. Make sure you
Yeah.
tap into Gaia. Make sure you follow the bro. You know what?
Yeah,
to do.
dog,
Everything
so-
is there.
To finish it off, because we're gonna need episode
We're gonna need a
2,
part
3,
2.
and 4.
Yeah. A day in the
Tell
life.
us, tell the
You can keep
people,
going. I ain't tripping.
tell the people. I know, man. You know the
Microwave.
the format, the
This
format,
microwave format.
format demands.
We can have a break and
The
have
format,
extended
the
version.
format
Yeah.
demands.
It's the
dog.
air fryer.
We can have a break.
We
for
can come back with a
extended.
director's
Catch
cut.
us on Patreon. You know the vibes.
Tell the people where they can get you, where they can get the stuff, where to follow you, and whatever you've got coming up. This is the chance where you can just plug
For
your
sure.
shit, dog.
I'm Nokana Mojapelo. I'm sure the name will be there.
Definitely.
So all my social media is at Nokana Mojapelo. And then with the brand, it's called Gaia by DOCC. So it's GAYA by BYDOCC. Yeah,
Okay.
Gaia by DOCC. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the
Whatever.
Yeah,
will
we're
be the
gonna
title
yeah,
somewhere
we're
there for
gonna
sure.
edit. We're gonna edit that shit in.
Whatever.
Dog, Knoxman, thank you for coming. We appreciate it, dog.
Sure, yeah.
You dropped mad gems, like
Yeah, no,
you
all
really-
that. The
you-
topic was
you-
unbelievable.
you really made it like worthwhile to make it
Brother.
like have conversations and talk about
Nah,
stuff
for
that
sure.
we care about. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, like talking about seeding, talking about like different kind of work. I think like this is the stuff that the audience is like interested in.
Yeah.
And one day, dog, you know, people will understand why Tyler got the Nike deal and not share the shit.
That's funny because the next week he's slapping a brew
You
and it's
understand?
everywhere.
Maybe,
It's like
after
the
this
universe
episode,
answered itself.
Maybe,
dog.
yeah, exactly. Maybe
maybe
after
we'll
this
never know.
episode, they'll understand
You feel me?
why things work the way that they work, dog. But thank you to my
For sure.
niggas, SP,
Enzo
Enzo
Ferrari.
Marawa,
Yeah.
Big X.
You know what time
I'm
it
telling
is.
you. Nah, but I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed
yeah?
it.
Shout out,
You know,
shout
too
out.
much.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, no.
No, you know what to do, man. Follow, subscribe, do the right thing.
You get me.
Catch us on the streets. Make sure you follow Gaia, Cop Guy. You know, the right things, bro.
For sure.
When
Have this done.
Abon,
Bob Salah.
Abon.
Yes, sir.
Enzo Ferrari in stores too.
+27 when I dial in.